There's something primal about the first light of dawn breaking across the wild landscape. The world feels raw, untouched, and alive. The cool mist hanging in the air, the distant rustle of leaves, and that unmistakable surge of adrenaline as the hunt begins. For those who live for the chase, who crave that pulse-pounding moment between stillness and action, wild boar hunting is more than a sport. It's a calling. Every hunt is a test of patience, skill, and instinct. Out here it's not about comfort. It's about connection, between hunter and nature, between heartbeat and silence, between the trigger pull and the echo that follows. If you've ever felt that electric charge as the forest wakes up, you know the thrill I'm talking about. The moment you take your first step into the brush, senses sharpen, every sound amplified, the distant grunt of a boar, the snap of a twig beneath your boots. The air is thick with anticipation. For hunters, this is where we find peace, not in quiet rooms or crowded cities, but in the wild, where every move matters and every breath carries purpose. Wild boar hunting isn't for the faint of heart. These beasts are fast, strong, and unbelievably cunning. They don't play by the rules, and they'll test everything you think you know about the hunt. You can't just rely on power, you need precision. You can't just rush in, you've got to understand their habits, their patterns, the way they circle back before you even realize it. The real challenge and reward lies in outsmarting them. Picture this, it's still dark, your breath visible in the cold morning air. Somewhere ahead, you hear the faint rustle of movement, the telltale sign of a wild boar cutting through the undergrowth. Your hand tightens around the rifle, your pulse syncing with the rhythm of the forest. You take a step, slow and silent, every muscle ready to spring into action. The suspense is almost unbearable. Then, in a flash, the hunt transforms. Instinct takes over and everything else fades away. That's the kind of moment hunters live for. The secret to a successful boar hunt comes down to three things: terrain, timing, and tools. You have to know the land like the back of your hand. Every rise, every hollow, every trail they favor. Boars are creatures of habit, often returning to the same routes at dawn and dusk. Knowing where they move gives you the edge. And then there's the rifle, your most trusted partner. Whether you're carrying a powerful .270 or a rugged .308, precision matters more than anything. One clean shot can make all the difference between success and failure. Many new hunters underestimate just how strategic a boar hunt can be. It's not about luck, it's about patience and preparation. You wait for the perfect moment when the angle, the distance, and the line of sight align. When it does, that's when skill meets instinct. A heart or neck shot ensures a quick, humane kill, efficient, respectful, and effective. For experienced hunters, this is where pride comes in. The goal isn't just the trophy, it's the mastery of your craft. There's also a deep respect that comes with the hunt. Every seasoned hunter knows that patience is the difference between victory and disappointment. Sometimes you'll track a boar for hours, maybe days, waiting for that one perfect opportunity. And when it finally comes, everything happens in seconds. Your mind goes silent, your hands steady, and you make the shot. That satisfaction isn't just about success. It's about the respect you've earned from the land and the animal itself. Understanding the behavior of wild boars is key. They're intelligent and nocturnal, often moving under the cover of darkness, using the terrain to their advantage. Hunting them at night adds a layer of danger and excitement that few other hunts can match. The shadows become your ally and your challenge. You rely on instinct, movement, and sound. Your gear becomes vital: night optics, thermal scopes, and sturdy boots that can handle rough ground. Every piece of equipment plays its part. But it's not all about firepower and technology. The best hunters know the value of silence, patience, and awareness. You have to read the forest, the wind direction, the faintest sound of breathing, the change in animal calls. The more you blend into the environment, the closer you get to becoming part of it. Some call it stealth, others call it art. Either way, it's what separates the good hunters from the great ones. When you finally spot your target, time slows down. Your finger hovers above the trigger. The world goes still. In that instant, all your preparation, your training, and your focus come together. The shot rings out, echoing through the woods, and the silence that follows is deafening. You've earned it, not just the meat, not just the moment, but the respect that comes from doing it right. Boar hunting is as much about community as it is about the chase. Hunters share stories, tips, and lessons learned from the field. Every tale carries wisdom: how to read signs in the dirt, how to predict movement based on the wind, how to stay calm when things don't go as planned. Because in the wild, nothing ever goes perfectly. That's what makes it real. The ability to adapt, to think fast, and to stay focused separates the true hunters from the rest. And in the end, hunting isn't just about taking down an animal, it's about conservation and respect. Wild boar populations can grow rapidly, damaging crops and disrupting local ecosystems. Responsible hunting keeps nature in balance. Every ethical hunter understands that each hunt carries responsibility to the land, to the wildlife, and to future generations of hunters who will walk these same trails. As the sun climbs higher and the shadows fade, you sling your rifle over your shoulder, feeling the weight of the morning settle in. You've faced the wild, tested your limits, and earned another story to tell. The forest is quiet again, but your pulse still beats with the rhythm of the hunt. That feeling, that blend of calm and chaos, is what keeps you coming back. Because out here it's not just about hunting, it's about living. If you live for the thrill of the chase, the skill of the shot, and the respect of the hunt, then you're already part of this community. Subscribe now for more real hunts, expert rifle reviews, and in-depth boar hunting strategies from the people who know the wild best. Every story, every hunt, every shot, it all starts here in the heart of the hunt.